You can get a lot of jobs done rolling solo, but there's a lot of times when you need help. And sometimes you need more than just like one person, right? And it's hard to find good painters, especially when it's a busy season. So the scenario plays out like this typically, in my experience. You're super busy, you got jobs stacking up, and you find yourself backed up on a job. You're on a job, you still need a few more days before you're even going to get close to getting it done. You need a painter, you need another guy that can help you do the final stuff, because all the prep work and everything that you put into it, now you're backed up, you have no more time, and you need help, right? I often find myself in the, well, maybe not often, but sometimes I do find myself in this situation. And I've learned a little something, and I want to pass it on to you guys. So if you find yourself in a similar situation where you're just so busy, or you took on a big job and now you're running out of time and you're not making any money because you're on your 10th day when it was only supposed to take 6 days, or whatever the situation is, I have some help for you when it comes to hiring. So my experience with painters, all the really good painters and experienced painters and reliable painters typically are busy, especially during the busy season. They either work for themselves, they got a really good job, and then aside from that, all of your buddies and all your pals that are reliable and are pretty handy typically already have a really good job and don't need the extra help. So here's what I've determined over years and years of battling this and talking to other painters who are in a situation where they need to hire and they're not having much success. Where I've had success is hiring people, not painters. Now, it's really hard to find an experienced painter, and sometimes even when you do find an experienced painter, they're experienced, but they have like bad habits, right? Or they do stuff completely the opposite way, and it really slows you down. I like to hire green people. I know I've talked about this before on the channel, but I like hiring green guys, and here's the reason why. On this job here, I did everything by hand, and I basically wanted to show people out there that are trying to start to do a little handyman or a paint business that all I used on this entire job was a brush, a weenie roller, and a 2-gallon bucket. That's it. I mean, I had some drops and stuff, but that's all I did the whole job with, right? It was a $2,800 job, and I was able to do it by myself. And during the job, I got to thinking, it'd be nice if I could just have anybody come in here. A lot of my nephews and stuff are getting to the age where they need to work, and I could have them come out, and instead of doing everything by hand with the brush and a roller, I would rather have sprayed. It would have been much faster to spray, because when you do it by hand, you got to do it twice. And so what I've determined over the years is, I hate to keep you like waiting in suspense, but hire green guys, because it's much easier to teach somebody, a newbie, how to tape for spraying versus hiring a newbie and like trying to get them trained up on how to paint without making a mess, without tearing up the tools, without making the finish look awful. So if you find your guys in that situation, hire some guys that aren't inexperienced, but you can teach them how to tape to get something ready for you to spray pretty easily, so they can go blow everything out, prep everything, get everything sanded down, and then, you know, whoever shows promise, you put some primer in their hand, let them primer, see how they handle the tools and stuff. And meanwhile, you can go out and run estimates while these guys are back getting it ready to spray. And then when you're done with your estimates, you can show up, spray the job, and they can tear everything down. That's what I found works the best for me in my situation, because I don't always need new guys, so it's not really beneficial for me to train, you know, somebody up exactly how to paint. And in the past, when I have done that, typically they get a better job. Speaking of estimates, when I'm running estimates, I like to use software. And even if I don't have guys to help me, the software that I use is Jobber. Jobber has an AI assistant that'll literally answer the phones for me. Jobber is a great platform to manage your relationships with your customers and keep everything on point. AI assistant is great, especially during that busy season. And you can invoice, you can take payments, you can send estimates from anywhere, really. I mean, I've sent out estimates while I'm on trips with my family, and nobody would know the difference. I wasn't even in the office. If you're interested in trying out Jobber, check the top link in the description for a special offer. I want to thank you for watching this video. I want to thank Jobber for sponsoring this video. And if you made it this far in the video, put greenhorn in the comment section, because hiring a greenhorn and training them how to tape for spray is much more, maybe it's not easier, but the risk is lower, right? Because you hand them paint tools. I mean, who knows? They're going to damage the tools. That's $40-50 in tools that are damaged. They spill paint. Who knows? That could be an infinite amount of damage. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, put greenhorn in the comment section, and I'll hashtag you a legend. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Don't forget to check out the link in the description if you're interested in trying Jobber. Peace.